And good morning to you. I have a very lucky morning this morning. Two of my favorite ladies from probably my favorite landscaping and gardening store, Laura and Sarah Carter. These girls are sisters. Their mom is Janet. She is awesome. You guys are basically up in Weaverville, just to the south of Weaverville, right, Laura?
It's Woodfin. Yeah.
Okay, well, they were kind enough to get up this morning and to do a gardening segment. We have two segments. This is our first. So, Laura, we're going to start with what you brought, and then Sarah's going to tell us what the plants are. But initially, just tell us why you brought these plants.
Well, these are tropical plants. They make great house plants. You can enjoy them outside, on your patios, covered porches, and decks. You can plop them in containers for the summer, and you can also bring them in and enjoy them in the winter months during inside. So they're great year-round plants.
And then, Sarah, you kind of know what these different plants are. And then also, as you mentioned those, kind of tell people why it's so great to have plants. I'm just starting to get into it, and I really enjoy it. Now, I've killed a couple of plants, but it's not that hard, is it?
No, and there's some that are definitely easier than others, and some that are can fit your style if you want something more formal or something more cottagey.
Let's walk around.
Yeah, we've got a couple different ferns here. There's a rabbit fern, another tropical fern.
Rabbit, wait, come back to here. Let's tell me a little
Like a blue rabbit fern. This is a great plant. It'll actually get very large over the years. But right now it's very hardy, and so you can put it outside, and it's very adaptable. This is a ZZ plant. This is also a really great house plant.
and what, just a little bit of water and not a lot of light?
Yeah, it's very adaptable, so you don't have to water it very much. Actually, you don't want to overwater this plant. As you see, it gets some great height and some width. And then here you've got a trailer, this pothos. It's very, very versatile for arrangements that you might want.
I hate to say
No.
it, 1 minute, so just quickly,
Oh,
I'm going to come around on this side.
Great.
And
So
then-
this is a selection of succulents, tropical succulents that can hang on your wall. So that's a very nice thing. You would want to bring these succulents in. They're not hardy here.
And then these little ones?
So this is another succulent called a calancho. This is a bromeliad. This is another really, really great plant.
Like a cactus.
Yeah.
All right, so let me come back to you girls. Laura, just in general, do you find people when they come into the store, do they need help? Do they already know what they want? And what would you suggest to people that are getting into this?
Oh, look at it with a lot of fun and experimentation, and enjoy your plants when they are growing and taking care of them. Just enjoy them.
They're beautiful. And we have another segment with you all at 7:30. Want to get a shout out to Janet. Is your mother watching?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I hope she's watching out there. Time in the Garden. Thank you, girls. They'll be back at 7:30 with some beautiful flowers coming up. Hope you'll stay tuned. And good morning. We're with Sarah and Laura Carter. Good morning, ladies, from Time in the Garden. Thank you for coming in. The sun is up. You've got great stuff to show us. This is our 7:30 segment. What did you want to talk about in this segment for us?
Well, we've been having a really dry and hot summer, and if people have been putting annuals in their outdoor containers, they're probably about ready for a little spruce up, rejuvenation. And one way to do that is to actually do some pruning back on your annuals, your flowering annuals. A lot of people don't realize that you can actually really get in there and trim
Even the
quite
good
far
ones,
back.
huh?
Yeah, you could space out your trimmings and leave a few, but eventually those little tips are going to fade, and so if you actually get in there, trim back, and then give like a liquid feed or
What's a liquid feed?
Liquid feed like Miracle Grow. It's you just you
Okay.
mix it into
Not
water.
overkill, though. Not too much.
No, not too much. Follow directions. This is a slow release pellet. You want to work down into the soil, which you can use instead if you would like. You don't have to think about it as for the rest of the season. But this is a container.
Yeah, let's
down
put them
here.
side by side
Yeah.
because I just kind of thought that would help the viewer.
So I haven't finished pruning this, but you can see how far I actually went back.
Yeah.
And this one was done, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
This
and you
looks
wouldn't-
amazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
It
even
looks like,
known.
oh boy, that's heavily watered.
Yeah, you definitely want to get out there every day on these hot days and water well. Make sure they're not getting completely beaten down by the sun.
Okay, thank you, Laura. Sarah, you're up, lady. So
right.
what are we going to talk about on this side?
Well, if you haven't already gotten, I do want to show some varieties that people may have already been able to get in their garden, like lantana, the euphorbia, diamond
ones are
frost.
they? I'm gonna let
They're
you
all
point.
the way over here. Lantana. Euphorbia, Diamond Frost. Those are all really great varieties that you may have already been able to find. So those will probably look good already. But another thing to look for right now is succulents. So here's a succulent arrangement that we did.
So beautiful. This is professional, no question.
Yeah. And you can plant those really full because they don't need a lot of water, so that they can be tight and that they'll survive in this heat. Here's some other succulents that you can choose, and some of these are tropical and some are hardy perennials. So this, if you choose some hardy perennials, they may be something that is good for after, for years and years to come.
Winter
Yes,
outside,
thank you.
like the
Right.
sedums and hens and chicks.
All right, now indulge me. I took some pictures out at the shop, so we're going to go to those full screens. This was an amazing plant. Now, your mom is Janet. She is super duper. I love your mom. What is this pink flower? Because I saw this. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's a wonderful tropical, a little bit unusual Manila, magnifica, and
that's your sign out there, and it's just such an inviting place to go to.
Thank you.
So, ladies, can I get in the middle of
Yeah.
I want to thank you both.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sarah,
Yeah.
Laura,
Thank you.
Janet. Hey, Janet, Mom. Time in the garden. Thank you for coming up and
for
getting up
having
this
us.
morning, and we'll toss to the break. We'll see you around the other side.